And dudes, he calling them in there. We told the dudes that was in there to get out. That was working in there to get out. And we all went in there. A few of us, Mansour, me, Yusuf, Jihad, and it was a couple other brothers that was just hanging out. And they called dude in there. Now, mind you, when I was in there the whole time when everything was going on in the kitchen, I was watching dude. He was there. He was moving around from table to table, I guess, talking to his little homeboys, letting them know what was going on, that he whatever. So now I'm looking at him. He looked like he got something in his pocket. This is some real stuff, right? So now I'm watching the whole thing. So now later on, we finally get up in the thing. Like I told you, they put together a movie scene. They said after, but they was going to be back there. Jihad was going to be talking to him, asking him what happened, this and that and that. And when he say, may Allah forgive you, that's supposed to be like the code for like, that pop off. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. This is real talk, right? This is crazy, right? This is how goofy this stuff is, be. Right? So now, we go to the back, dude back there, we all back there. Boom. While we back there, he talking to him like, yo, why you went and got the knife for Durk, this and that, that. And he was like, no, because he felt threatened, this and that, he didn't know, whatever, Durk got a reputation or whatever. But be like, yo, that's your brother though, man, that's your man. Why would you think he would, because you had an argument about the prayer, like, why would you think the man would even go, you think the man would harm you over that? Like you his brother, like, yo, you tripping. Like he's like, yo, I went and got, whatever he was saying about why he did it or whatever. So Jihad was like, yo, man, all right, man, well, may Allah forgive you. Like that, you feel what I'm saying? And when he said that, I'm looking at Yusuf is right here, Mansour is right there. Now, mind you, Mansour is there. Why? I don't know. He ain't on the Sharif squad or nothing, but he was the one who got the information and went back to what's the name with it, with Durk with it. So anyway, he there. So now when the joint pop off, he say, yo, may Allah forgive you. And ain't nobody do nothing. So I'm next to Yusuf and I kick his feet like, yo, bro, what's up with that gonna do? I want to see how these dudes do this action. Because I want to see how they act. You know what I'm saying? These is dudes from different states and stuff. I'm from New York. So I want to see how other dudes rock it. I'm a rock now, but I want to see what dudes do. So I'm there, and all of a sudden, he's like, man, Allah forgive you, ain't nobody bust no moves. So when I kicked Yusuf's foot, so he was like, yeah, so he said it again, man, Allah forgive you. So I'm like, thanks for that. So now I told you, I see his pockets or whatever, looked like he had something in his pocket. So as soon as he said that, I just stole him. Boom! And then I rushed him. I stole him and I rushed him because I thought he had something in his pocket. So when I rushed him, so once I snuffed him and rushed him, everybody else started swinging on him, but I'm going for his pocket. When I go in his pocket, bro, dude got a banana in his pocket, bro. Bro, this is some funny stuff, bro. Dude had a banana in his pocket. He wasn't around playing games, bro. With a bro, son, right? Anyway, right? I don't know, son. I'm an alpha, son. I can't even see that, right? But anyway, the dude had the banana in his pocket. I got the banana, and now when I grab the banana, I look at it, it's a banana. When I do that, they got him on the floor now, and they like stomping him out, and have like, yo, you ever do that to my man? Go get no knife on me, pouncing him out. So I'm like, man, these dudes playing with it. Now, mind you, remember, I got the pick on me, the knife on me, and I got the ox on me. So now what I do, while they pounded him out and all of that, dude got dreads or whatever. I spit the ox out, go right over there while they was all trying to pound. Went, grabbed him by the dreads, and I took it and I put it on like the side of his face by his eyes, like by the under his ear really. And he grabbed my wrist. When he grabbed my wrist, I moved my arm and just went up. Wow. Put him with the joint all the way from behind his ear, all the way across his face to the other ear, right? And then after I did that, I just ragged him like 3 more times. Bam, 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 right? Listen, I ragged him like 3 more times in the face, right, son? You hear me? So I gave him like 4 cuts across his joint. Raggedy, son, you hear me? Raggedy. And now, you know how them joints would be super slim, and then them joints just bust open? Them joints bust, and people seen the blood, and everybody just ran out because nobody even knew what happened because they were playing games with it, son. You feel me? So they all run out when everybody starts seeing the blood, so he runs out the fish room. Boom, me, I just calmly slide up out of there. Boom, now mind you, I was trying to be in disguise, had on the hairnet, the beard guard, trying to cover my face and all of that. whatever, when I came about the joint. So anyway, I come about the joint, I walk to the back of the kitchen. I see dude go up to the, because remember, they done locked the kitchen now. We locked in there because chow's over. They done emptied the chow hall. So we locked in there. So dude go to the door in the chow hall, you know what I'm saying? Boom, to the door. And what's the name come to the door? The hallway police, the hallway cop. He come to see him and open the door because he see the blood, let him out. Like, oh man, once they see him, boom, they shut down everything. The whole jail was shut down. They shut it down, boom. We locked in the kitchen. They called everybody out from the back. Now I done went in the back already. I went to the back of the kitchen already, and you know, I was back there faking like I was at work or whatever, because you know I do work 7 days a week, so I did come back. So even though I didn't go to work that morning, I wasn't on the count, the police would let me in there, you know what I'm saying? Even they gonna let me in the back. I'm the head cook, you know what I'm saying? They gonna let me in the back. I kind of like run the kitchen in the daytime, whatever, really, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, how it go. Yeah, so, yeah, for a while I ran that kitchen, man. Anybody was there with me, they know that anybody was in Terre, man, from the years like 2006, 7, all the way to like 2015. They can't tell you they don't know Murdah. You hear me? For real, from New York, they ain't gonna tell you they don't know me. Ain't no way. You feel me? They know what it is. I ain't got to do no front. You know, I ain't no bad guy, but I played one in the movies, right? Anyway, like I said, right? They came. I was back in the back of the kitchen, and I was basically just faking like I was there for work or whatever. And I knew that the police that worked back there, he would back me up like, yeah, he was like, yeah, Murdah was at work or whatever, you know. And anyway, they come in there and they make everybody come from the back of the kitchen and make all of us come up in the front. And when they did that, they lined up everybody on the walls around the whole kitchen. Everybody was lined up on the walls, and they came in with a squad from off the compound, and they came all in the kitchen, and they walked around from the whole kitchen, and they made us take off our shirts and look at the front and back of our hands, basically to see if we had any blood on us or whatever, you know. And they walked around the whole kitchen. Now, if they, you know, I already done put the ox up and hammer, you know, I already done got rid of everything or whatever, you know, and that was it. So now they walking around, and now this is the thing, while they doing this, while we lined up, I'm all the way at the end by where they serve at. They coming in already at the door somewhere. So they just starting. I'm lined up on the walls away from everybody. You know, everybody done separated from each other or whatever. But Yusuf come up to me. You know, it's my man. He my youth and everything. I'm talking about, it's my homie. It's my homie. And you know, I like Yusuf now. I'll push for him, and I know he gonna push for me. So he come and he like, come on, man. Dudes is talking about, you know, dudes gonna have to take their weight and stuff because, you know, dude is saying that he still got his 2255 in the court, and he ain't trying to fight his case from the shoot. Son, this is some serious stuff. This is some crazy stuff, bro. You hear me? So I'm like, huh? I said, bro, get the F away from me, bro. Get away from me, bro. Get away from me, bro. So he got away from me. So I'm over here. I'm like, yo, what the heck is he talking about? We're in the middle of a whole big thing, and you talking about, yo, bro, somebody gotta take their weight, bro. I'm in the court, so I ain't trying to go to the shit. What are you talking about? What you was there for, bro?
What you mean? Dudes was talking about somebody got to take the weight for the kid who got cut?
Yo, no, man saw the dude, the one who went to the kid's cell, the one who they had what the information to, that went to Durk with it.
Yeah.
Man saw he was like, yo, he was like, yo, dudes got these terms basically saying that whoever did it gotta take their weight because he ain't trying to go down for it, because he ain't trying to go in the shoot.
What?
You know what I'm saying? The thing is, ain't about taking my weight for the joint. My whole thing is, listen, I ain't taking nothing. If dude tell on me, or if somebody tell on me, I'm cool with it, and I'm just gonna have to rock out and fight the case. But I'm not gonna just go in there and tell on myself, I'm like, yeah, who did it? I did it, to save everybody. Yo, dudes, y'all was there. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all was there. Y'all participated. Yeah, I put the major work in because I'm a major worker. Y'all dudes came in there faking. Don't come to me. I'm not here to beat nobody. Yo, we grown men. You feel what I'm saying? What's up? If we going to war, we going to war, bro. Every time you go to war, man, it's like, listen, man, everything, I look at everything as war, bro, because it's like this, man. Every time you go have physical confrontation, man, or conflict, put it like this, every conflict has a potential for physical confrontation, and every physical confrontation has a potential for death. So anytime I'm involved in conflict that I know that can lead to physical confrontation, I go to it saying that, yo, that my life might be on the line, so therefore I have to approach it with deadly force, bro. So anytime I'm in conflict, bro, I'm looking at it, you might be looking at it like it's something small, bro, but I'm looking at it like my life is on the line. So I'm going to defend myself with deadly force, bro, because I'm not going to let you kill me, whether intentional or unintentional, bro. But it might not be your desire to kill me or your intent, but that don't mean you won't, bro. You feel me? So that's why when I go, it's like I'm ready. I'm going to war. You coming to play games? I'm gonna do them. Nah, bro, I'm gonna hurt you, bro. Stop playing. You feel me? So anyway, at the end of the day, dudes say this stuff, man, and I'm already. So I'm tight. I'm like, yo, whatever. So I'm there. Dudes come, they come, whatever. They search everybody's hands, boom. They leave out. Next thing you know, they start calling everybody that they know was affiliated with the Muslim community. And they start calling them to the lieutenant office. So they was calling one brother at a time, and they called like two brothers from Ohio that wasn't even part of the situation. And then they start calling everybody else. They called Jihad. They called everybody that was there. They called Mansour. Now the last ones that was left, after they did all of that and took all of them brothers out, they took like 4 brothers out, 5 brothers out, and the last ones in there was me and Yusuf, because he was kitchen workers, so we could have right to be in the kitchen. All the other dudes, some of them was kitchen workers, but you know, some of them wasn't. Like Jahar, he wasn't his kitchen worker, even though he wasn't supposed to be in there. But anyway, we go and we go back in the back. They let everybody start doing their thing again. They left, whatever. So we in there and we in the back. So now I'm just waiting for the kitchen to open back up for it to be a wreck move, because I'm like, yo, once a wreck move come, I'm out of here. I'm up out of the kitchen. You feel what I'm saying? I'm going back to the unit. So because they didn't never have a wreck move because of the situation. So the first wreck move was dead because of the situation. The compound was locked down. So now I'm up in the joint and in the kitchen. I'm nervous as heck. I'm like, oh man, they wind up coming in the kitchen again, the police. Now, when they come in the kitchen again, they come straight to the back, and they call my name, my government, like, yo, come with us. I'm like, what for? They're like, yo, just come with us. I'm like, all right, whatever. So I go with them. They take me to the lieutenant office, and they looking at my hands and all of that stuff. They look at my clothes and try to tell me that some of the stains on my shirt look like it was blood, but it was dry. So I'm like, yo, nah, these stains on my shirt, because I work in the kitchen. Y'all know I'm the head cook in the kitchen. This is the shirt that I wear for work, so those stains be like from food and stuff. They just been clean, but the stains stay in there, whatever. So they like, yeah, all right, whatever. But they was like, yo, man, we think this dude right here that's on film, the dude they talking about, look like me, the dude with the beard guard and the net hat, the beard guard and the hat is the net, you know what I'm saying, the hair net coming up out of the dish room on tape, looks like me. They think it's me. Somebody saying it's me. I said, man, that's not me. They like, man, that's you. One of the police was like, yo, and that it was all white police that work up there. We in Indiana, bro. We in Terre, man. You already know. We in Klan country. Anyway, it was one black dude working there, and it was the black dude that was saying that it was me on the camera. I'm like, yo, this is some bullshit, right? So anyway, I go to the shoe. I'm in the shoe, and when I get in there, you go in the first cages or whatever, where they gotta, strip you down and all of that stuff like that. So I'm there, they strip me down and all of that. I see Yusuf, he coming after me, so I guess they snatched him up now too. So now I go and they take me to my cell. So now I'm in my cell, they bring Yusuf in there. In the shoe, so they bring him to my cell. But in the cell, in this shoe, you can have a cellie or whatever. You get a cellie, it'd be 2 people in the cell in the shoe. So they bring him in my cell. So I'm like, what's going on? They said we being locked. They told us already they was papers be locked down for investigation for an assault with a weapon or whatever. So they give us the investigation papers or whatever. We under investigation. So Yusuf come in the cell because I'm already in there. You know, he come up in there and I'm like, yo, Yusuf. He's like, yo, Murdah, you already know what it is. I'm